Welcome to the Kpopcast. I am DJ Peter Lowe, and I'm joined by Stephanie.
Hey, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. And welcoming back Nim herself, it's Michaela.
Hi, everybody. 2 episodes in a row. Wow.
Yeah, we're going to make this a regular thing.
Yeah, and we've all got our beverages. I've got my wine. Stephanie, you've got your fancy
I've got my red white blend, everyone, from Napa
wine.
Yeah, I don't have wine, but I do have Hong Bin in a cowboy hat as my profile picture today. So
there you go.
All right, and today with our wine and our cowboy themes, we will be talking about Itzy, Not Shy.
Letting you know if this song is Daebak or not.
Cause I'm not shy. Not shy, not me. Not shy, not shy, not me. Give me da 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 da. Not shy, not me. Not shy, not me. 너를 원해 뭐지? Cause I'm not shy.
So why are we talking about Itzy this week, guys?
Because they've got a large fan base and lots of people like to listen to their stuff.
I mean, you could say that about so many bands, though.
Yeah. No, that was not the real answer. The real answer is we asked our listeners what they thought of this song. Listener Agashi Karo tweeted at us saying, Itzy has got the young rookie spirit, but they are skilled and have some experience now. I think this is my favorite song of the band.
Ooh, high
so
praise.
They're rookies, but they're super rookies.
Second listener comment is from Gauntlet X S. What?
5-5.
I can't read. Gauntlet X 55, and they said, I think Itzy has one-upped themselves once again. I didn't think it could get better, but it did. I thought it was going to sound like a cowboy vibe, but the hip-hop pop came in and I was just vibing. This is on my playlist for sure. They just keep getting doper with better performance. I agree. You know, to be honest, I saw the Western theme, which were and I thought about Idol's latest track.
Yes,
and I was like,
yes.
oh, no.
That came up in our Slack chat too. That this it's similar to their music video.
Everyone's going out to the desert to film their music video, cowboy summer themes now.
Everyone's out in the desert. That's right.
Yeah. So the basic TLDR about this release is that it's their 3rd mini album following the release of Wannabe that came out in March, which feels like last year because of everything that's going on. But this is their second release this year.
What was the March release?
The March release was Wannabe. You know, the shoulder dance.
No, what song was that?
Wannabe.
Oh, okay. No, I thought that was the album and there was something else.
Yeah, no, the album, it was like the It's Me album.
Well,
yeah, so this
shows how much I remember their last release.
Wannabe was my favorite song by Itzy. Yeah. It's got a cake, it's danceable. It was edgy. I loved it.
Remind me
very
of
on brand for them.
Somebody sing it.
I want to be me.
Oh, that one. Want to be me.
I don't want to be somebody. Just want to be me.
Yeah, get it, Michaela. Norebang live.
No.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for your assistance on helping my amnesia recover.
Yeah. You don't remember the song, but I bet you do remember this concept because we have, for this comeback, a kimchi western concept. That's the term I keep hearing floated around.
Because spaghetti western.
Yeah, I can't take credit for that one. I actually heard, I believe, Warren from the Soju Talk podcast. He came up with that term, and I feel like that's one way to describe it. But we also kind of describe it as like this is what happens when the yeehaw wave finally hits in Korea.
Oh my gosh! Well, it's so funny. It's
more in particular.
I just love. It's so funny to see K-pop make caricature of American cultural standards and concepts, and just see how they put their own flair on it and just turn it into something really silly. So I think this is actually Tarantino inspired. Yes. Because
that's
you can
exactly
see
what it is.
How each member is shown doing like a badass pose, and then their name flashes on the screen. Chaeryeong. Ryujin. And they just, it also reminds me of, was it Beyonce, Gaga, Telephone, that video.
Yeah.
Or what was it, Nine Muse, Kill Bill?
Kill
did a
Bill.
very specific Tarantino
Yes.
concept.
There's
This
also
is a
Kill
thing.
Bill by Brown Eyed Girls, another cowboy theme.
Kill Bill by Brown Eyed Girls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. This has been done before, but like this was executed really well. Super high quality, I thought.
Yeah. JYP, he's shared in his own disco comeback that he is very inspired by Tarantino. And I think the closest thing that we actually, honestly seeing it in the cinematography techniques is the typography, the desert, and the old cars. And really that's where it ends for me.
Yeah. He watched the movies, but he might not have gotten the whole point. He's just like, that looks cool. Let me slap it on my K-pop groups.
I don't know, because my dark theory for this music video. So you see them, they're in a car chase, they hijack a truck, and they take the truck to their like secret hideout and put the contents of this truck in like a refrigerated secret bunker.
Yes.
So like my dark theory about this music video is that like, I don't know if I want to say, but Itzy are like organ traffickers.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, if you really want to like bring it back to Tarantino, I feel like that's something you could bring into this. But if you watch to the end of the credits, you see that the contents of the boxes that they stole, the contents of the boxes that they stole are just like cakes.
It's desserts.
It's nothing that, it's just
I mean, it just makes me question, like, what are they serving in the JYP cafeteria such that they have to perform like a Thelma Louise, Bonnie and Clyde heist?
A heist.
Yeah, like
My first thought, like watching them chow down on the cakes, is that there's no way these girls can eat it. They're probably spitting it out after the shot. Like they're on a very strict diet, I'm sure, to stay so thin.
One thing that always stood out to me was in the 16 reality show when Twice was being in the process of forming as a group. They were choosing what to reward a group of girls for winning a competition. The prize was, wait for it, a watermelon, because they don't get to have that sugary, fruity, I guess, sort of desserts that often. So a watermelon was a big freaking deal. And it just tells you something about the K-pop idol diet and lifestyle.
I mean, that's kind of a foreshadowing to where we're going to pull the curtain back on a little of the, I don't want to say the dark side, that's overplayed, but yeah, how the girls really have to deal with stuff in the industry. The meaning of this song, though, before we get there,
before we get to the other meaning,
the meaning, which I really like, is that the girls are trying to convey that they are not shy about their true feelings and who they are. And they take it a step further from the I'm different, I'm confident message of the past songs, and this time take it to the realm of love and relationships. The title is Not Shy, and they say, like, I'm not shy about being in love. I don't want to regret because I don't care how it ends. Right. And that's really telling the audience to wear your heart on your sleeve and don't care if you get hurt. That's part of life.
Yeah. They told Teen Vogue in their interview that this was their first time writing about love, and, still maintaining that confident message about like, no matter how it ends, like even if you confess to this person and, they don't, love you in the end, still be confident, express your feelings, be true about your emotions and fearless and not shy.
Not me.
Not shy, because they said not shy 32 times in
Wow.
that song. I counted because when I was listening to it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. In terms of the lyrics are so catchy. I find myself like not even listening to the song going, not shy, not me. Itzy. That part is like nonsense, but it's so essence of K-pop.
Yeah, but going into the second message that comes with this comeback, the behind the scenes, slightly, realer message is, not only are they not shy about being in love, but they're also not shy about being vulnerable. So the video that they released around the same time that they released this music video was this letter to Midzy, their fan base. And in this video, they really spoke a lot about, you know, their struggles in the industry and their struggles with self-confidence and not being a good dancer, not being a good leader, you know, being at 16 and dealing with all this adult responsibility.
That's real. I was particularly touched by my bias, Chaeryeong's comments in letters to Mitzi. She said, "I'm not singing this song because I'm confident and self-assured. I have fans who are rooting for me. If they knew that I was being shaken by a few hate comments online, I think that would make them sad too. So I tell myself not to get like that. Time is too precious." And I'm like, "Oh, girl, let me give you a hug." You know, she shouldn't have to put on
first of all, a face. She is beautiful.
Yeah.
So any hate comments that she gets are invalid.
Come straight to, you can bring those right over here. I'll give you something to comment about. Shoot.
It bothered me that when I was watching and consuming the video, when you look at the screen time afforded to each of the members, Chaeryeong feels like she had the least amount of seconds on screen. It's like, why she always got to be in the back? If this is not helping the image and concept that they're trying to put forward for her. This isn't boosting the self-esteem issues that we're having right here.
That's so true. I feel like, ever since I got into K-pop, groups debuted with each member being labeled a certain way, and the label and the production company is responsible for that. They, with the editing choices, with the marketing and the fashion choices, they put forth the certain narrative. And so it's really apt that you call that out. It's not just the hateful comments that say, you know, she's the ugly one or she's not the pretty one. It's these editing choices that put, you know, Yeji, for example, out front when, you know, she could shine from the back, she could shine from the side. We should keep our eye open for that.
Yeah. And they even talked about it's not just hate comments that are the issue. It's also sometimes compliments. Like Ryujin said in her piece, she said, compliments like, your performance seems difficult for a girl group, or even too cool to be a girl group performance. They take away from the compliment and make it seem like girl groups are in some way inferior.
Yeah, and that has less to do with Itzy and their ability, their concept, their messages, or their stories, and more how girl groups are being perceived in Korean pop. Idol pop as a genre, and
produced and marketed. Like, I don't want to say it's just the fans. Like I, for example, just this past weekend, I went back and I watched a bunch of Luna's dance covers of boy groups choreo, and was just blown away. Like, oh my god, look at their skills. Like, why don't girl groups get the hard hitting, tutting hip hop choreo? And you know,
girl
they
crush,
kill it.
banger clanger.
Yeah, but even banger clangers, they don't get like that level of choreo that the boy groups are running away with. It's not their fault. I know they can do it. So there's something to that comment that we should unpack, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's certainly a stylistic choice that the production companies and labels are taking. I've always been bothered by even seeing amongst female idols themselves sometimes saying that, oh, well, I'm not going to be as popular as a boy group. Yeah. And, like, why do they... I mean, it's... You sometimes hear about women sometimes objectifying themselves. Like, this is, like, anti-feminism. And I feel like we're seeing the same effect in a lot of idols, making that they're typecasting themselves when they shouldn't need to. And that goes back to Itzy as a concept. Their concept is that they have no concept, that they cannot be pinned down to a single thing. And we've seen that reinforced across all of their different comebacks and stories and styles. Even in the costuming for this, aside from one dance break, they're all in very disparate costuming and outfits, that there's no single cohesion because they're all unique and different. They can't be pinned down to, well, this is what it means to be a girl group. This is what it means to be an idol. It's like, no, I'm going to write and define my own destiny.
I'm sorry. I don't think they're that unique. I think the colors of the fashion are out there, but not something we haven't seen before, or that's not out there.
Sure, but this is certainly the attempt, and
that's the attempt. That's the messaging around it. For sure.
Yeah.
Whether they, actually can do this. I mean, like I said, they are super rookie. I have the utmost confidence that they will be very successful.
All right. Well, let's take it to the music, y'all. So, yeah, what did you guys think of the song, the music itself?
This might be my favorite release from them.
Really?
Clearly, I didn't remember Wannabe.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. I am
Wow.
opposite of you.
All right, huh?
Complete
Oh,
opposite.
you don't like
But
it?
Icy?
Icy's pretty good. Dalla Dalla's
Icy
pretty
had a
good.
groove.
Catchy. But
See, I was dancing to that in my room the other day. So
those two for me are like guilty pleasure, catchy, kind of like Twice fancy stuff. But this one is actually something I want to dance to, and that's just me. Maybe because it's more in the hip hop realm. Yeah,
True. That is your wheelhouse.
It felt more like in the vein of Dalla Dalla, where you had a hyper repetitive chorus that, in my opinion, wasn't particularly catchy. So, but
well, we can blame JYP for that because he wrote it.
JYP composed, as well as Kobe and Charlotte Wilson.
Yeah. Do we know any of these other credits?
I was trying to look them up. I couldn't really see much. Ear Attack.
Yeah,
sounds
Ear Attack.
familiar.
They've done a lot of like GOT7, JYP, a lot of solo artists in Korea. So they've been around, but I'm not as familiar with all the
There
other
you go.
producers. But it's a short list. There's technically only 4 people that worked on this.
Yeah,
song.
usually the credits go on for pages and pages of who's involved. I do see some USA representation here. The mastering was done at Sterling Sound, USA, and mixing was done in North Hollywood. But I'm not sure that the location.
Yeah, they usually outsource for the mastering.
Location is usually listed in the credits, but it seems to be playing a purpose here of like adding some cred
to the Western vibe. And
Yeah,
feel.
I love that they had an end credit scene because that's so rare for a music video.
I'm seeing it more now. The ones that are like that have an artistic or cinematography kind of vibe. They'll put the credits on, and that just adds to like, ooh, this was a real piece of art.
The ones with a big budget.
Yep.
It's like we spent all this money. We need to.
Don't give a what should have been the title track, and you hear it in the outro of this song.
Oh,
I think
really?
you could tell just the way that one was composed and produced, and the way the style that they're going for the main hook of it, and the way they give rap breaks in it. It felt like it was made to be a title track with a music video. Maybe we'll see it. I don't know.
See, I have to disagree with you because I'm still in my summer mode. So Surf is like the perfect summer bop for me. It's super chill and breezy. And I know Agase Karo, they love this song too.
Okay,
So
you got
you got
I have
backup.
support for my claim here.
Oh, snap.
Mm-hmm.
I need to
Thank you,
listen to this album. I love me a easy breezy summer bop. Let's get on that. You know, speaking of the
Yeah, and they had a lot of hit makers. Sorry, no, go on.
Yeah. Did we want to touch on the choreo really quick? Anything stand out? There's the bending down and was I know this is not safe for work, but someone on Twitter, probably 106, said that they're shitting on these hoes. that one choreo move where they're like squatting down. That was a pretty cool visual.
I'm also paying attention to a lot of the camera as a dancer. Like the camera is sequenced, and if you watch all their different live performances and dances, what I thought was really weird, I'm forgetting the member name, but she just nods at the camera, and that like made it into every cut and take, and like that was a really weird weird move in choreography, and to have the camera pay attention to that right before they go to formation change. It felt like they had a half beat that they had to fill, so they're like, I just nod your head we'll move along.
Yep. Oh, she played her part. She sure did.
Speaking of moving along, we should probably move on to our final
All right.
scores.
So we discussed a lot today, including the concept, the visuals, the audio, the choreo, and what goes on behind the scenes in the industry. But with all of that is Itzy's Not Shy. Daebak
or
not.
not. It's a daebak for me. What about you, Stephanie?
Daebak for me too. Peter, you gonna kill the mood here?
Dumpty Dumpty did it better, so sorry, it's not for me.
Get out.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. Soyeon bias.
stands to the end. I see.
All right.
It would make a good mashup. Like, oh, actually, maybe I should get on that.
Maybe
actually.
you should just make the mashup yourself.
Yeah. I'd just love to see Soyeon and Ryujin. I can't pronounce.
Is that your bias?
Well, no, it's just that Ryujin, she's giving like the hard, hostile stare every single Itzy comeback, and just so to see them like face off, like in a Western, the good, the bad, and the ugly sort of showdown. That would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, she kind of slayed with that hat in this whole
Love the hat
music video. Apparently, that's the reason why she wasn't driving the car,
because the hat would get in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Cause it's never enough. Cause I'm in the stars tonight. Begging for more. So we bring the fire. Set the night light. Ain't got enough. Shining through the city with the little funky soul. More, and more. Cause it's never enough.
Signing off. Let our listeners know where they can find you each on Twitter.
I'm at Michaela J. K-pop.
I'm at S Parker too.
And I'm at DJ Peter Lowe.
And you can always connect with all of us more intimately on our official Slack channel.
Ooh.
You can find the link to that in the description of this episode.
As always, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share online over the weekend.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, join our Slack for my dark theories about Itzy being organ
Hot takes.
organ traffickers.
Organ harvesting. That's a good one. I mean, I saw the freezer and I thought back to one team. I was like, oh wow, everyone's in the meat locker these days.
Freeze tag in the freezer.
What is it? MC and D and their song.
Yeah,
The Winter.
Ice Age.
Yeah.
Ooh, they just came back too.
They did.
Yeah, MC and D, Dong Kids.
Oh, Don't Kids. They collaborated.
Yeah, no, they came back.
Wait. Oh, they came back. Okay.
Yeah, but they also came back the same time as BTS.
Bold
Which is
move.
why a point I did mention earlier, we were going to talk about the streaming records for this music video, but today's Friday and BTS dropped a music video, so those were all broken.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, stay tuned for next week when we cover BTS.
Right. Little
None
teaser.
other. The Kings are back.
All right. Stopping recording.
Well,
Okay, we know Michaela's a hater, so we'll just have to wait for next week.
I want to like it.
Yeah.
I am a fan of BTS.
Are
It's
you?
just this BTS is not the BTS I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Me
a
neither.
fan of disco and BTS, and
Hey.
this was like neither of those things. I was trying to be,
Yeah.
was compromising on both fronts. Okay, stopping recording.
Yeah,
Stopping the recording? We're not doing after hours or whatever?
Yeah,
Oh,
I added,
are we doing that?
I added a bunch of stuff. Like if you
Yeah,
wanted.
Michaela set us up big time.
Okay.